Good morning guys, it is Tuesday and it's the 9th of May today. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name's Julie and I am on my SimWorld journey, so a lot of my content is currently on about that. There will be other stuff eventually once everything reopens. I hope to do some more charity hauls and I do have shopping hauls on here. But yeah, welcome if you're new, and if you've been here before, thanks for coming back and supporting me, I really appreciate it. Today's another work from home day. Nothing too exciting planned for today, so there won't be a huge amount of vloggy content. I'm planning my workout for after work because it's another hour-long one. On the 8th day of session, it's day 2. Yesterday's workout went really well. I don't know if I told you at the end of the workout or not, but yeah, I was really pleased with it. I could do with getting some more weights and bits and bobs, but it's going to have to wait for now because I don't really want to spend any more money. I've got Ewan's birthday this month to buy for, so, and obviously it's Father's Day, so enough to spend money on. I'll just show you my protein shake that was left over from yesterday. If you saw yesterday's video, I made an entire container of this to have as my pre-workout meal, and I just couldn't drink it all, so I had half it, put half in the fridge. And I've turned it into a vanilla latte this morning. I just put a double espresso shot and some ice in it, and it tastes beautiful. So that's my meal 1 done. So that I think is 4.5 sins. I'll put the sins on screen. I'll double check them on the app again. I did put them in yesterday. But yeah, so that's 4.5 sins for that. So I'll probably have, I don't know, I'll put mid-morning. I'll probably end up having some scrambled egg or scrambled egg and bacon. I'm not sure yet. It's tricky because on this plan I'm supposed to have 3 meals, then a pre-workout meal, and then a post-workout meal. So I'm ending up eating a lot more, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. And I'm making it fit with SimWorld, so all the stuff, the food choice I'm making, fit with the plan for the workouts and for SimWorld, with the exception of things like protein powder. You know, apart from that, it's all good, but I don't know. I need to keep playing around with it really, because I know when I did this workout plan last year, it made me dizzy if I didn't eat enough. So I do know I need to probably eat more calories, particularly if I decide that I'm going to try and run as well as do this workout, because this workout alone is fairly intense. So if I then decide that I'm also going to strain my body by going out for a run, I think it will. I think I'm going to have to fuel it for that. So we'll just see what happens. But anyway, I'm rambling on now. I shall leave you to get on with whatever you're doing, and I shall show you when I next have something to eat. Bye for now. Hi guys, I'm back with my proper breakfast. Obviously I had the half of my protein shake earlier. So here we have got mushrooms and spinach that's been cooked with some light Philadelphia. So that's speed and part of a healthy extra egg. I think with the milk that I've had in my protein shake, I'm going to treat that as being my first healthy extra egg on, with any of the cups of tea I have today, because obviously there'll only be a few mils going there. And then I've got 2 small eggs scrambled, so this is sin-free. And I shall catch you later next time I have something. Hi, I'm back with my lunch. I've got leftover stir fry from last night, so that's all stir fried vegetables that are a mixture of speed and free. Egg noodles, which were free, and there's some chicken in there too. And on the side of it I've got an extra chicken breast, just to give me extra protein, and then on top of it I've got a tablespoon of hoisin sauce. I shall put some sins on the screen for that, and then with it, for extra speed, I've got a pear and 2 little satsumas. I think the satsumas, something like that. I'm not doing very well from a time nutrition point of view. I'm just not hungry after having the half protein shake this morning and then my breakfast. I've been really busy with meetings and things too, but I'm just not hungry at all, so I'm forcing this down now. I was supposed to go for a run at lunchtime. That didn't happen either for a number of reasons. And I shall catch you later next time I have something. Bye for now. Hi guys, I'm back with my evening meal. I made the cheeseburger pasta for everyone else, but I just didn't fancy it at all. So I've got 2 of the 5% fat beef kofta kebabs from Aldi. They're half a sin each, so that's 1 sin for both of those 2. I've got some crispy kale, which is just kale that's sprayed with firelight, and some salt. And that's speed food, I believe. I've got a load of salad, which is tomato, mixed leaves herb salad, peppers, cucumbers, and that's all speed. I've made some homemade mint yogurt sauce, so that's 0% fat Greek yogurt, so that's free. I'm going to check on the mint sauce. It's literally got maybe half a teaspoon to a teaspoon in here. I'll check to make sure there's no sins attached to that, but I don't think there'll be many, if any. This is my Healthy Extra B. This is one of the gluten-free pot-baked ciabatta rolls that you get from Aldi, and that is actually a Healthy Extra B. So far this is one sin. I'll check on the homemade mint dip. Everything else is sin-free, and I've got a can of Tropical Blast and a cup of tea. I do think I might have some snacks tonight because I feel like I might need them. So if I have anything else to eat, I'll show you, but this is what I'm having right now. See you in a bit. Bye. I've just had a quick look in the app, and the mint sauce I used was the Tesco one, and it says on there a tablespoon is half a sin. Now I used probably 1 to 2 teaspoons, and this made double the amount. I've had half of it, so I don't think I'm going to be putting any sins on that at all. So I don't feel like I really have to. So yeah, it's just going to be the one sin, Healthy Extra B, and the rest of it is free. So I'll catch you later when next time I have something. Hi guys, and here are my snacks. I've got one of the Muller Light lemon yogurts for half a sin, and I've got I've got one Hi-Fi Rocky Road for 3 sins. I've already had my Healthy Extra B with my dinner, so I'm going to sin that. So this is 3.5 sins, and that'll be me done for the day. I've really had to control myself because I've got a little pack of the Burton's fish and chips that I've stashed away for myself that I think is about 7 sins. And I've also got some like little Freddo chocolate bars and stuff, so I very nearly gave in and had something a bit naughty, but I'm really trying to be good at the moment. You can see little Luna's paw just sitting there. Hi Luna. But yeah, so I'm trying to not have anything too naughty at the moment. I'm really trying to, whilst I'm really focused, stay really focused and try and stay on track. So I'm not having any treats tonight, so other than these few healthy-ish snacks, and I shall catch you tomorrow for the next one. Bye. Good morning everyone. I thought I'd start the day by just doing a quick time lapse of me emptying the dishwasher and tidying my kitchen. It's another work from home day today, and it is Wednesday, and it's the 10th of June. I think I keep saying May, or I'm tempted to say May. Decided today to get up and put a dress on, no particular reason, still working from home, but just decided that I wanted to dress up for the day. I've even put earrings in. Because it's nice to make an effort sometimes. I felt a little bit unfocused with work this week, and I think it's just a general attitude thing, so I think if I get up, dress smart, it might help. Quick look outside. Today is really miserable. It's raining again and just horrible. I was supposed to get up and go for a run. When the alarm went off this morning, I just felt tired, and I just thought, you know what? I'm not doing it. I don't want to overdo things slightly. I've got quite an intense cardio workout later on today, and I've obviously got my Zoom group. So I just decided that I wasn't going to go out. I was going to rest it and see how I felt after my cardio workout. And if I still felt like I had loads of energy, I'll go out for a quick run then, even if it's just like 20 minutes. But yeah, it's another busy one for me. I've got to pop down to my mum's at some point to pick something up that she's I think she's got some leftover meat or something for Luna from her Sunday dinner, so she's asked me to pop down. I think she just wants me to go and see her really. I spoke to her on video call last night, I know she's been struggling a bit this week, so I'm going to quickly pop down there after I finish work, but my Zoom group starts at 5:30, so I haven't got long. So it's another one of those whipping around everywhere days. So yeah, not planning on having breakfast just yet. I'm going to go and log on and start my day. Probably have my breakfast 9 o'clock-ish, something like that. I know I'm supposed to be eating more, but in all honesty, this last couple of days when I've tried to have extra food, I've really struggled. So I'm just going to play it by ear and go with my body. If I start doing my workouts and I start to feel like I need extra, then I'll start to do it. But at the moment, I think with the level I'm doing, I'm okay with what I'm eating at the moment. I'm trying to build an extra speed food and stuff, and actually I've reduced my carbs slightly, which is probably not a good idea when you're doing a new exercise regime. But we'll see how it goes. I thought I'd do my quick weigh-in update this morning, because normally I get to the end of my Zoom group and I either forget or I'm too tired to do it properly. So I stepped on the scales yesterday morning. Last week I was 12 stone 3 and I needed a pound in order to get my 2 stone award. So if I reflect back over this week has been a good one, I think, from a diet point of view. I've tried really hard, I've built in lots of extra activity. Yeah, I've really enjoyed some of my meals this week. Things like the skinny sausages from Aldi, the ones I've just started buying, I really enjoy those. What else have I had this week that I've enjoyed? I did the chunky beef chilli, which I then turned into like a pasta bake thing, and that was, or a lasagna or something, and that was delicious. So yeah, on the whole, I've had a really good week food-wise, really enjoyed it. There's nothing I don't think that I've made that I didn't like. So yeah, it's been quite a good week, I think. And like I said, I managed 2 runs and I worked out every day. So I built in lots of activity and I did a long walk. So I think I've done everything I possibly could in order to sort of get that loss this week. So big question is, how did I get on? I stepped on the scales yesterday and I weighed, drumroll, 12 stone. So I've lost 3 pounds. Which is amazing. I don't very often get losses like that, so I'm so happy. It's Star Week for me too, so it's a dodgy week, so I couldn't have asked for better than that. I wonder whether some of it's going to come back and bite me next week and I'm going to gain a little next week to make up for such a good loss this week, but I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy. So yeah, £3 off, and I'm so close to my next bracket, and literally next week if I can lose £0.5, I go to being 11 something, which I've not been for quite a while. I've had some non-scale victories this week. I think I mentioned it in the video yesterday that I managed to fit into a pair of cropped jeans that I've not managed to wear for about 4 years, which was probably the last time I did Slimming World, to be fair. So yeah, feeling really good and really happy, and feel like it's actually starting to make a difference now, so I've got to keep at it. So yeah, £3 in 1 week. I'm so excited. Anyway, I shall let you know how my Zoom group goes and whether I manage to get Slim of the Week or anything like that. I don't know if I will, because people are back on it now. I think I was getting Slim of the Week when everyone was sort of like struggling with lockdown, but now that everyone's realised that, you know, they've put weight on during lockdown, everyone's starting to go back to groups, so it's not quite so easy, but we'll see. I'm still heading in the right direction for Slimmer of the Month, because I did £2 last week, which was June, and £3 this week. So I'm going to keep going and keep chipping away at it. I think my next target, I set my next interim target at 11:13. So I might even get to that next week. And then I need to start thinking long and hard about what I want my ultimate target to be. Last time I did Slimming World, I reached 11, just over 11. And I felt really good, actually. I felt really slim on that. But 10 was always my ultimate goal. And I think it probably still is. I'm only 5'3", so I'm only little. So I think 10 stone really should be my target. But I need to have a think about it. I think all I'll do is I'll get to, if I set my next target for 11, see how I feel, and how it's coming off. Because certainly when I got to 11 last time is when I started to struggle. There was a number of things affecting that. Partly was, I don't know how much detail I went into, but at the time when I did it last time, my son was doing it with me, and my leader made some horrible comment to him. I think he put weight on 1 week, and he really struggled with wanting to go. He didn't want to go and face the scales. And I convinced him that he needed to get it over and done with. And then the leader turned around and said to him, "Who ate all the pies?" when he stepped on the scales, and completely destroyed him. There's no way my current leader would do anything like that. She's lovely. And I really liked him, the consultant. I'm not going to name any names or anything. I don't even know if he's still working for Slimming World, but it was horrible. And it kind of knocked his confidence completely. I managed to convince Ewan to come back to Weight Watchers with me last year before, when I started doing Weight Watchers for a bit. And he was successful for a while, but not for very long. A bit like me, really. Weight Watchers just didn't particularly work. I really wanted it to work. I really liked the group, but it just didn't work for me like Slimming World does. And it's certainly, you know, I don't know. So he came off. So he did join Slimming World again with me in January. But really struggles, really struggles. He needs to find his why, I think, and he hasn't found that yet. So anyway, I've rambled on for ages, so this video is going to be really long. So I'm going to go and log on to work and get started with the day. And I shall see you later when I have something to eat. Bye for now. Here's my breakfast. I've got some tomatoes, which are speed, mushrooms, which are speed. I have put in there, I've made them into creamy mushrooms. I've used some of the Aldi version of the Cathedral City Spreadable Lighter, which is part of my Health Extra A. I've got 2 of the Aldi skin sausages, which are half a sin each, and a fried egg. So this is 1 sin for breakfast and part of a Health Extra A. I shall catch you later next time I have something. Hi, and here is my lunch. I've got beetroot that's speed, I've got herb salad, which is speed, I've got tomatoes, cucumber and sweet peppers, and they're all speed. I've got a hard-boiled egg that's free, and I've got 2 of the kofta kebabs I had for tea last night. These are the other 2, and they're half a sin each, so that's 1 sin altogether, and a dollop of the mint yogurt. I shall catch you later for the next one. Bye! Didn't do very well with that lunch, really. I managed to force the koftas down. Well, I gave some of it to Luna, but left quite a lot of the salad at the beetroot. I think, I just think I've had too much salad recently, and also think that having the same dinner and then leftovers perhaps isn't such a good idea after all. I cooked all 4 of them last night because I thought one of the kids might have one, but they didn't, because they had the nice cheeseburger pasta, so there were 2 left over, so that's why I decided to have them. But I wish I'd left them really and just froze them and not cooked them, but you live and learn. So anyway, I didn't really enjoy that. I do need to eat more. Ironically, after I said that I wasn't hungry the past couple of days, today I'm really hungry and haven't really eaten a great deal. So I'm probably going to have something else before I work out. So yeah, I'll catch you when I next have something to eat. I'm back on working now, head down for a little bit. I've just had loads and loads of letters from school about Ewan going back. Ewan's supposed to be in school from next week, and it's only for 2 sessions per week. So there's 1 day they're in for two lessons, and so they've got 4 days in total between now and the break up in July. And it just seems like such a waste of time. He's not guaranteed to have his teachers. He's with a group of people that he doesn't really sort of like hang around with. The lessons he's got 2 English sessions, 1 math session, 1 science session, and he's doing triple science, so I would have preferred him to do more science and maths, but he's got 2, I think it's social, emotional, mental health, my sister was saying that's what the SEMH stands for. I'd never heard of it. I had to ask my sister what it stood for. And I understand this is a really important subject, particularly at the moment with everybody struggling with mental health, with being on lockdown and all the rest of it. And certainly Ewan's one of those. He's really struggled. But I'm not sure having 2 complete sessions dedicated to it out of 8 is worthwhile. I would have thought that really, if they perhaps had them in half an hour earlier and did half an hour as almost like tutor time, and use those 2 sessions perhaps for science and maths, I'd have felt like it was a bit more worthwhile. Ewan's not going in. He really had a bit of a breakdown about going in, so he's back now, knuckling down and working hard at home instead. So, but I've had loads of letters about how the exams are still going ahead next year, which I think is shocking considering they've missed so much teacher time. They've actually missed far more than what they missed from this school year, and this school year had the GCSEs cancelled, and that they're actually probably on revision by the time that you know, the lockdown happened, whereas these kids have lost like half of one of the most valuable years they could have been at school for. So it's a bit of a shame. But they've also confirmed we had another letter saying that they're definitely closed over the summer holidays. So lots to read and digest and think about whilst trying to get some work done. So anyway, I shall catch you later next time I have something to eat. Bye for now. Good evening, guys. Apologies for the lighting. It's actually getting quite dark. It's 9:30 and I've decided to bring my food upstairs to eat, so it's not very bright in here. I've gone for the Slimming World Iceland chicken curry meal, which is all sin-free and full of speed. With that, I've got a load of stir-fried vegetables with a sin's worth of sweet chilli sauce because I've run out of my sugar-free one. And I've actually got one of the gluten-free bread rolls from Aldi, which is a healthy extra B. I'm just going to use that just to mop up the curry because I've got no rice or pasta or anything with it. So yeah, this is what I'm having for my tea. I finished work, I quickly took Luna out for a walk, came back, and then I had some stuff I needed to sort out admin-wise for my husband to do with his Twitch account. So I didn't really get to have my pre-workout meal, and obviously I didn't eat all of my lunch, so I certainly didn't eat properly today at all, and I could really tell the workout was extremely hard. It was a cardio core one, I think it was called. Lots and lots of high intensity cardio followed by HIIT exercises for 40 minutes. And I finished it and had a chat with my sister, and then couldn't decide what I wanted to do for tea. So the kids decided they wanted to have chicken dippers with Mayflower curry and pasta. So my daughter's at work and obviously my husband's streaming, so it's just Tom and Ewan. So I said to Ewan, if you could put your pasta on, I'll make the curry sauce for you and put some chicken dippers on. And I said, can you empty the dishwasher? So as you'll have seen on my vlog this morning, I did a time lapse. I emptied the dishwasher first thing. It's been on again since then. So I came down from having my shower to find that the dishwasher hadn't been emptied. No one's made a move to do it. So yet again, it was my responsibility. And he'd only done enough pasta for him and Tom and not for me. So I got a little bit mardy. I think it's a mixture of being hormonal and hungry, and decided I wasn't having anything to eat at all. And then I sat down and started to feel a little bit sick and thought, actually, I do need something. But really couldn't be bothered to cook at this point. I really should have perhaps meal prepped a bit more than just the chicken at the weekend. And I was thinking about doing turkey tacos and various different things, but I really at this point couldn't be bothered to wait for food. So I've had the Slimming World meal. That's the last one I've got from Iceland last week. So now that's gone. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going to have more time. I actually dashed to my mum's at lunchtime today, which meant I didn't have time to prep anything for tea. So it just felt like it's just been one of them full-on days again. So I'm not going to give myself a hard time over it. Zoom group was okay today. I did end up leaving early because it tends to go on a little bit. And it wasn't, I mean, I got Slim of the Week. I forgot to mention that little nugget. I did get Slim of the Week, so I'm really chuffed with that. But apart from that, there wasn't a huge amount kind of going on. So I came out early and did my workout instead. I was in it for 40 minutes, something like that. But yeah, it's all good. I'm going to sit and eat this now. I do feel, even though I've got a load of food there to eat, I do feel like I'm a little bit snacky. I think it's because I haven't eaten enough today. So I've got a little pack of the fish and chips, the Burton's ones that I bought probably last week, that I've stashed away in my hidey hole. If anyone's taken them, there's going to be trouble. But I've also got some little Freddos. I'm not sure how many sins are in one of those. So I'm thinking about having those for snacks maybe. But I'll let you know if I do. I might decide I've had all this and I don't need anything else. It is quite late. So we'll see how I feel. And if I have anything, I'll show you. And if not, that'll be it till tomorrow. So thanks for watching. And take care. And I shall see you soon. Bye. Hi, I'm back with my snacks. I've gone for my usual at the moment because I'm obsessed with it. I've got one of the salted caramel. This is actually the Fibre Now bar rather than the Fibre One 90 bars. So this is 3.5 sins, and then this is the Breyer salted caramel cake ice cream from B&M, and that was 3.5 sins for 50. Well, I think it's 53 grams, but this is about 51 here. So yeah, so this is 7 sins for my snacks. And that'll be me done for the day. So I shall see you tomorrow for the next one. Bye.